Well, hello there my friends, and welcome back to the Scott Reed Project. And today it's all about the pork and the cider, baby. I am going to be making an amazing braised cider and pork cheeks casserole. Absolutely stunning cut of meat. Just have a look at that. The cheek is obviously the muscle that moves the face and the mouth. Quite tough, quite fibrous, but cooked slowly becomes rich, melting and unctuous. This is a seriously good cut of meat. So what I have then, I've got about 8 decent sized pig cheeks, some fresh thyme, some fresh sage, 2 apples, an onion, a carrot, some rough rider, some cider and some chicken stock, and then some seasoning. This really is a special dish, and if you've never had pork cheeks before and you can find them, go and buy them. It blows any other cut of pork out the water. Cook slowly, like I said. You can shred them apart and the flavour is unbelievable. Right, that's enough jiving. I want to get these seasoned up, get them browning in my pan. So to start this dish off then, I want to season up my pig cheeks because I want to get some colour on them. So many of you have seen this before. In a bag, a couple of tablespoons of flour, some pepper, some salt. Not too much because we want to reduce this down. Then just get all our cheeks in so they're all nicely covered. Give the bag a spin, trap some air in. So simple, clean, easy method to get your cheeks nicely seasoned. Voila, just like that. Okay, a bit of oil in the pan, and you want to do it 4 or 5 minutes each side. Get a good caramelization on, because that is the trick with any braise, any stew. That caramelization is water soluble, which means it will leach into your liquor, which equals flavour. So get these, not too many in the pan at a time, so we don't take the heat out. Give them a good colour. Now I'm doing it in my frying pan just to show you the process, but do it all in your casserole dish. And just leave those now to take on a nice colour. As you can see then, we've got a great colour on those cheeks. Just look at that. That is all flavour we're building up. So just get it in my casserole dish. Now just take your time with this browning. It is an important part. It will make the dish 10 times better, so just take your time. It really is worth the effort. So I'm just going to take the heat out of that a bit, and the oil that my cheeks have just been coloured in, just gently put carrot and the onion just to sweat them down, to get them sugars working. So my veg then have sweated down nicely. I am going to put them on top of old Porky Pig's cheeks. Next, a pint of cider. Get that in. Now what I want to do is make sure we get it covered. Now I want to whack the heat up on this just to reduce that cider and intensify its flavour, and it will all go into the cheek. So as you can see then, I've reduced that cider by about half. Look how thick that's gone. That is going to be amazing. I'm going to add some chicken stock. I've got about half a litre here. I might need a bit more just to cover it. But as we know, pork and apples, fantastic combination. Up there with Lennon, McCartney, Jagger, Richards, Morrissey and Marr. You know, these pigs traditionally kept in orchards and fed on the windfall apples, and cider was made from said apples. So it's a win-win, baby. Right, I've just topped that up then to cover in. What I'm going to do then is bring that up to the boil. But in the meantime, on my plate, a few sprigs of fresh thyme. I've got some nice fresh chopped sage. I'm just going to put a bit in for now and we can test it. A couple of bay leaves, which I will bruise. And then we will wait for that to come up to the boil. And we will put a lid on it. And then let's get it in the oven. I've got my oven preheated to gas Smart 2. If you have a look up there, you'll see the conversion. I mean, this is one of those dishes. This is the hard work done. You can go away now and forget about it. But just an half hour before the end of cooking, we will peel and core our apples, caramelize them in the pan, then get them in there to finish it off. So, up to the boil, lid on, simmer, 2 hours minimum. Job's a good one. Okay then, I checked it after 2 hours and they weren't quite done. So this has now been in 3.5 hours. Just have a look how thick and unctuous that is. And I just want to show you what we have done to those pig cheeks. Just look at that. But this is alchemy, man. This is unbelievable. We've taken a seriously tough, much used muscle. Remember, the cheek works the mouth and the jaw, but just check what you can do with that. With the back of a fork, just look how that is broken down. Oh, and the flavour. So what I need to do then is remove these lovely cheeks and obviously the thyme stalks. Just keep these warm. I'm going to get this back on the hob and reduce this liquor. As you can see, it's quite thick already, so I just want to take it down a little bit. And then in the meantime, I will caramelize my apple, which I have cored and peeled and cut into eighths. And then we'll serve it up. Look at that. So I've reduced my liquor. Just have a look at this in here. How is that looking? Fantastic. So I'll just keep that with a lid on. In my saucepan, some oil and a knob of butter. The oil stops the butter from burning. Just melt that down. In with our slices of apple. Just get a bit of colour on these apple slices. So just keep your eye on them. You don't want them burnt, but you want them caramelised. Then we will serve it up with a nice dollop of mash. I'm just waiting for my apples to finish caramelising. Fantastic. So, I'm going to get some mashed potato on the plate. Now this is proper rustic cookery. This ain't restaurant styley. This is real food for real people. So we will get our mash on the plate. Then we will get a couple of pig's cheeks on there. 1, 2. Then we will spoon over some sauce. Nice ladle full of sauce. A bit of carrot and the onion. That goes over. And then to finish off, just a few of those caramelized apples, and then we'll just sprinkle some fresh parsley on. I think I'll just give it a little bit more liquor. And there you have it, my Herefordshire cider braised pig cheeks. I can't wait to get into this. Let's tuck in. First of all, I'm going to try me a bit of carrot. It's been in that cider, in that stock. Bit of mash. Oh yeah. Now on to the star of the show. Those pig cheeks. Like I said, tough. Now with a spoon, I'm just gently going to break into one. Again, I will show you the texture. Hey, have a bit of that, have a bit of that, and in we go. Unbelievable. bit of apple. I've left them a little bit al dente, so you've got a bit of crunch to counterbalance that super soft meat. Oh man. I might have to turn the camera off and finish this. This is unbelievable. That meat, as you can see, it falls apart. Wow, guys and gals, I cannot stop eating that. That is unbelievable. That is, as you can see, food porn. A fantastic dish. You know what this is? It's proper winter fodder. It's unctuous. It's rich. Warming. It is unbelievable. Oh man. I'm eating it with a spoon, man. What's wrong with me? Well, that's it for this episode, my friends. I think we'll title that episode Turn the Other Cheek. That was stunning. I can't leave it alone. Leave it alone. And if you like what you're seeing here today on the Scott Reed Project, please click subscribe down here. Come on, guys and girls, get pressing subscribe. Also find me on my social media at Facebook, Scott Reed, or the Scott Reed Project. You'll see the icons down here. And also on my Twitter account at Scott Reed Project. So until next time, I've got to finish this up. Look at it, man. What's not to love about porky cheeks? See you again. Take care. All right, open up.